Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. If you're passionate about football and always want to know what's happening right now, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got some major developments today. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for every second of this one. Now, let's dive into a story that's been making waves across the NFL. It's about the Buffalo Bills, who, after some significant roster changes, are setting their sights on making a serious Super Bowl run. But here's the kicker. They've made some bold moves on the defensive line, and one of the names that's been floating around in the rumor mill might surprise you. Could the Bills be looking to add another powerhouse edge rusher? And if so, could Za'Darius Smith be the one to join their ranks? I know what you're thinking. Wait, Za'Darius Smith? Isn't he still a free agent after being cut by the Detroit Lions? Well, folks, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. From what happened in Detroit to what's next for Smith and the Bills, we'll explore all the angles and see how this could shake up the landscape of the AFC. Trust me, you want to miss this. So let's rewind a bit and set the stage. The Buffalo Bills, coming off a disappointing end to their playoff run, made it clear this offseason that they were serious about getting stronger. And I mean serious. They've already made moves to bolster their defensive line, securing edge rusher Greg Rousseau with a long-term contract extension. Add to that the recent acquisition of Joey Bosa, and it's clear the Bills are stacking up on the edge. But even with two top-tier edge rushers in Rousseau and Bosa, there are whispers that GM Brandon Beane isn't done yet. In fact, some insiders believe Beane is eyeing yet another big addition to the defensive line. Could Za'Darius Smith, the former Detroit Lions rusher, be the missing piece Buffalo needs to truly challenge for a Super Bowl in 2025? It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Now let's talk about why Za'Darius Smith is even on the market in the first place. A surprising decision from the Detroit Lions. Smith was released just before the start of free agency, catching many by surprise. After a trade from the Cleveland Browns to Detroit last season, he had an impressive run with the Lions. He played 9 games, bringing his experience and ability to disrupt the quarterback, finishing with 9 sacks and 63 quarterback pressures in 17 games last year. So why would a team like Detroit let go of a player with such strong numbers? Mike Payton from A to Z Sports suggests that the Lions simply didn't want to risk having to pay Smith while he wasn't going to be part of their long-term plans. As Payton notes, with Detroit's focus shifting toward filling gaps through the draft, a reunion between Smith and the Lions doesn't seem likely. But here's the big question. Where does Smith go from here? The Bills, it turns out, might just be the perfect landing spot for the 32-year-old edge rusher. As Payton points out, the timing makes sense. After parting ways with Von Miller, Buffalo's defensive line has a gap to fill. And while they've secured 2 strong edge rushers in Rousseau and Bosa, Smith could be the final piece in a truly terrifying pass-rushing trio. Could this mean the Bills are about to unleash one of the most dangerous defensive lines in the league? Imagine the chaos for opposing quarterbacks when they're faced with Rousseau on one side, Bosa on the other, and Smith coming in as a third threat. You'd have a pass rush that's relentless, a defense capable of taking over games. And don't forget, Smith has a proven track record of getting after the quarterback. With 3 double-digit sack seasons under his belt and a knack for pressuring the QB, he's a seasoned veteran who could elevate Buffalo's defense to new heights. But here's where things get even more interesting. Despite his age, Smith is still a very productive player. So what does that mean for the Bills in terms of contract? It's possible that he wouldn't demand as much money as some younger pass rushers, which makes him a more attractive option for Buffalo. Could they sign him to a team-friendly deal, allowing them to balance the books while securing a Super Bowl-caliber defense? It's a win-win for both sides. Now, let's be clear, this is far from a done deal. We're still talking about a player who's been on the market for a while now. Other teams are likely keeping an eye on Smith, and with the free agent market still evolving, there are a lot of moving parts here. Is it possible that Smith could land somewhere else? Maybe even back with the Browns or on a different team with a more urgent need for pass rush help. Looking at other notable teams, the Kansas City Chiefs are always a team to watch, and they're making headlines again. After securing another AFC Championship appearance, they're eyeing key players to keep their dynasty alive. With the loss of a few big names in free agency, the Chiefs are trying to reload, focusing on improving their secondary. Could they find a gem in the draft or snag an experienced player from the free agent pool? Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys have also been active in the offseason, making bold decisions to strengthen both sides of the ball. The Cowboys' defense is already formidable, but they're adding more depth to the linebacker core. With a stronger defense, the pressure will be on Dak Prescott and the offense to step up and bring a Super Bowl back to Dallas. Switching gears a bit, let's talk about some exciting developments in the quarterback market. Several teams are on the lookout for their future leader under center, and while some are eyeing young prospects, others are looking for veteran leadership. One team to keep an eye on in this regard is the Las Vegas Raiders, who have been rumored to be interested in adding an experienced quarterback to help lead their offense. Could this be the right move for the Raiders? On the topic of young quarterbacks, the New York Jets are in an intriguing position. With Zach Wilson struggling to find consistency, there's been speculation about the Jets bringing in a more experienced signal caller. Could the Jets find their franchise quarterback in the draft? Or will they make a bold move to trade for a star to finally turn their fortunes around? Let's not forget the rise of the Seattle Seahawks, a team that's been quietly building something special over the past couple of seasons. After a strong finish to last year's campaign, the Seahawks are determined to keep the momentum going. With their young quarterback showing promise, they could be poised for a breakout season, but they'll need to continue to build around him, especially in the trenches. As we continue to follow these stories, one thing is clear: the NFL offseason is full of excitement and uncertainty. Teams are making bold moves, trying to get one step closer to a Super Bowl victory, and fans are eagerly awaiting the action to unfold. One thing is for sure: the 2025 season is going to be one for the ages. But what do you think about all of this? Could Za'Darius Smith be the missing piece to make Buffalo's defensive line unstoppable? Or do you think the Bills are already set with Russo and Bosa? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because honestly, I can't wait to hear what you think about this possible move. As a Bills fan, I'm personally excited about the idea of Smith joining the team. This defense could be something special if it all comes together. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll keep you updated on all the latest NFL news, and to trust me, we've got plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.